Good morning, students. Welcome to Computer Application Lab class for first year students. Today class I will be discuss some more program related to your syllabus. So previously we cover up the normal sequential program and your if statement program. So on today class here we will be discuss about looping concept. So as we know that on looping we are having for loop, do while loop and while loop. So by using any one of the loop concept you are able to solve any type of looping concept program. Okay. So on your syllabus some looping related questions are there. Okay. So just like you write a program in C to find the average of n number by using your for loop and your prime number program and your palindrome program. Okay. So let's discuss about all these things. So here write a program in C to find the average of n number by using your for loop. Okay. So as for loop we know that initially we can start with a initial value, then the condition is there, then it may be increase or decrease. Okay. So now see on this program it asks you to accept the n number from the user, and whatever the n number is there, suppose think about my n number is 4, so I have to enter 4 different types of number, then it will find out the average of that 4 numbers. Okay. So see this is the program. Here the variable declaration is there, I, n and number is there, and you have to find out the sum and average, so related to your floating point number. Now it asks you to enter the n value by scanf. You are accepting the value, then the loop is start from 1 to n number, and inside the loop it is going on asking the number from the user, then it should add. Okay. So inside this loop it is adding all the numbers, then when it out from the loop it find the average by sum divided by n, then you should print it. Okay. Now on the next program that same thing is there, we have to accept a number and check whether the number is prime or not. Okay. So here you have to accept the number on your n, then the loop is start from 2 to I is less than equal to n by 2. Okay. That means what? Whenever you are accepting a number, that number whether it is prime or not, that should be checked by this concept. Okay. It should find the remainder, then if the remainder is 0, then the flag variable is 1, then break means you will be out from this loop. Okay. Then it should check whether the n is 1, then double equal to means it is equals to your 1, that is called exact equals to 1. If the n value is 1, then it's a neither a prime nor a composite number, or if the flag value is 0, then it should display yes it is a prime number, otherwise it should display it is not a prime number. Okay. Next program is your palindrome program. So what is that palindrome number? Just like your example is 131 or 272, means initially you should read as 272 and the back side it should also be read as 272. Okay. Or 131, so in starting 131 is there, and in the ending side also it is should be read as 131. Just like if you recall the palindrome word, so the madam, MADAM, is one type of palindrome word. Okay. So MADAM, initially the MADAM is there, and at the end side also MADAM is there. Okay. So here we should check whether the number is palindrome or not. Okay. So for that we have to define n variable for accepting the number, and for checking the reverse number we have to find out. So for that we have to define one REV variable, and for finding the remainder we should define one REM variable, and one temporary variable is there. Okay. So here you are accepting the number, enter a number, and by scanf you are accepting that number. Okay, and whatever the n value is there, suppose your n value is 131, that is stored in temp. Okay, so temp and n both are same number. Now in while loop it should check in such a manner, that is what, unless until the temporary variable is not equals to 0, you goes inside the loop and do the task. So what the task is assigned? First we have to find out the remainder of that number. So 131 mod of 10 is there, and you have to find the remainder and stored in RAM. Okay, then we have to find the reverse. So reverse is what? Reverse into 10 plus of REM is there. Okay, next in temp you have to store the temp value divided by 10. So like such a manner this loop is going on continuing and find out the reverse number. Okay, now after completion of this loop in REV, just like if we are entering 131, in REV also 131 is there. Okay, now we have to check whether REV is equals to your n or not. Means 131 is equals to 131. If yes, then it is one palindrome number, otherwise it should display it is not a palindrome number. Okay, so here you got the idea about your prime number, palindrome number, and average of n number. Okay, so let's move to the Turbo C, where I can show you the program by executing one by one. Okay, so now we'll be execute the C program one by one. First you have to open the Turbo C. Now already I have typed the program. So first program is your find the average of n number by using your for loop. Okay, now here already I have typed the program, accept the n value, then loop is there, then depend upon your loop it is going on continuing entering the number, and inside the loop the sum will be calculated. Then when we are out of the loop it should find out the average by sum divided by n. Okay, then at last it will display you the average of n number. Okay, so now see, we have to save this file and run this file. So go for file and click in save. Then for compile you should press alt plus F9. Okay, shortcut key, otherwise click in compile and click in compile also. Okay, now success is there, there is no error, press enter, then go for execute of your file, that is called run. So as a shortcut you may press Ctrl plus F9 or go for the run option, then click in run. Now here it asks me the enter of n value. So suppose I have to enter 3 number, so I am entering 3, my n value is 3. So now that means here it should ask me for 3 times to enter a number. So first number is 34, 56, then suppose 28. So as per these 3 number it should find out the sum, then it find the average. Now you have to check the output, press alt plus F5. Now see, the average of n different number is 39.333332. Okay, so first it add these 3 number, 34 plus 56 plus 28, then it divide by 3. Okay, now go for the next program, that is your prime number. So how to check whether the number is prime or not? So already it is written that you have to define the variable as n, I, and flag is there. Now as per printf you are accepting the value, then in scanf the n value is to be entered. So depend upon n value is your prime number, you may type 1 2 3 5 7. Okay, otherwise you may type any other number to check whether the number is prime or not. Okay, so suppose think about, here I am typing 4, so my n number is 4, it's a even number, then it goes for this loop. Here the loop asks for starting with 2, I value is your 2, and it is going on continuing up to 4 by 2, because my n value is 4, so 2 is there, so I is start with 2 and I is run for less than equal to 2 also. Okay, now it goes inside the loop. Now it asks you, yes, 4, n is your 4 value, 4 mod of I means 2, so 4 divided by 2, and what is the remainder? Yes, it is 0, then your flag value becomes 1. Then break means you are totally out of this loop. Now this is the out of this closing braces of your for loop. Okay, so if you input 4, the flag becomes 1. Now it goes for this step. N is 1 means what? If your n value is exact equals to 1, so my n value is 4, then it is not goes inside this loop. Now it will go for the else part. So in else part it is written, if the flag is 0, then, but in our case the n value is 4, that's why flag is 1, that's why it is not moved inside this flag of 0 statement. Okay, it moved to the next part, that is your else part, where it is written it is not a prime number. Okay, so here you got the idea about, if you are inputting the n value as 4, it should be calculated, and after calculation it check as per this remainder, then the flag becomes 1, then it break, then it go for checking this flag value, it may be 0 or 1, depend upon 0 it should be displayed as prime number, if it is 1 it is not a prime number. Okay, so like such a manner you can input the prime number, just like your 5, 7, okay, 3 also. So now again I am running and showing you some prime number input. So you have to compile the program, again you have to run this program. Now here I am entering the prime number as, think about, I am entering 7, so it's a prime number. Okay, again if I compile it, again if I am running it, and if my number is 6, it is not a prime number. Okay, now go for the next program. That is your accepting a number and check whether it is palindrome or not. Okay, so on this program we should check whether the number is palindrome or not. Now already I have discussed that you have to assign the variable as n for finding the reverse REB, and finding the remainder rem is there, and one temporary variable, and here you are accepting a number by n variable. Okay, and the n value, suppose think about, if you are entering 131 or 757, so that same number should be entered in temp also. Okay, so you may type any palindrome number or as usual normal number also. Okay, so if you are typing 123, the n value is 123, and depend upon this condition it should check whether that number 123 is palindrome or not. Okay, and if you are entering the number as 131 757, so from the initially it is 757, and in the back side also that 757 is there. So for this type of number it should check and display the message as yes it is a palindrome number or it is not a palindrome number. Okay, now after accepting n value, the n value is stored in temp. Now temp is check depend upon while condition, while temp is not equals to 0, and this is the 3 main step of your program. Okay, finding the remainder, then reverse the number, then temporarily should be calculated by temp divided by 10. Okay, then when you out of the loop it should check as reverse is exact equal to n, then it's a palindrome, otherwise it is not a palindrome number. Okay, now I have to run this program. So before that, compile it, Alt plus F9, yes, then Control plus F9, enter a number is there. Suppose I am writing 4, 5, 6. Now it is not a palindrome number. Okay. Now again I am compiling, Control plus F9. If I am writing 1, 3, 1, yes, it's a palindrome. Okay. So like such a manner you are able to check, and this is the main logic. This 3 step is the main logic. And be remember, here whatever the logic is you are inputting on the same program, that is the accepted number, find the reverse of that number, same logic you have to input. Okay. Means first you have to find the remainder, then reverse it. Like such a manner you have to check whether input number is palindrome or not, or the input number should be displayed in reverse order. Okay. Suppose think about one question is arise that accepted number and print the reverse number. So same this concept is there. Okay. So on today class we will be discuss about the average of a number, then accepting a number and check whether the number is prime or not, and accept a number and check whether the number is palindrome or not. Okay.